Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Siya nga pala, may maganda akong balita sa inyong lahat. Si GCash, kumpirmado na, mag-IPO itong darating na October. So, nabasa ko ito sa Video Securities website dahil ang broker ko ay si Video Securities. So, madalas ako naglalagin kay Video Securities gamit siya bilang isang broker sa pagbili ng stocks, sa pagbili ng investment sa PSEI. So, ngayon, pag-aaralan natin kung anong gagawin natin sa plano natin sa GCash. Okay? So, stay tuned lang kayo dyan. So, pag-aaralan natin si GCash. So, tungkol sa fundamentals niya, mga risk management, at iba't iba pang kailangan natin. Pero bago yan lahat, babasahin ko po muna sa inyo yung disclaimers po natin. Disclaimers: I'm not a professional financial advisor. There are probable risks and probable gain by doing stock trading and investment in stock market. Please do your own diligence. You're responsible to your self-action. You may hear words and see action against general views and not recommended for general viewers. Parental guidance are advised. Okay guys, let's do this. Ito nga pala yung kuha natin sa Video Securities. Itong Windows na ito. So, kung ating i-scroll down sa baba, ito na yan siya. Initial Public Offering, IPO. So, ang pangalan ng kumpanya na ating talakayin ay si Mint Incorporated. And then, pag-usapan natin kung ano ba meron kay Mint. Okay. What about Mint? Mint is a parent company of GCash, recognized by the Frost and Sullivan as the number one finance super app in the Philippines. As of March 31, 2026, GCash has become major digital financial platform in the Philippines with 40.4 million monthly active users for the 3 months ended March 31, 2026, representing about 55% of the Philippines adult population. The company serves both consumer and business through the main business areas: payment solution, payment transfer, bills payment, merchandise payment, digital solution, and related services. Digital financial services, loan service, investment, insurance, and stock market access through the GCash ecosystem. Mint Now, pag-usapan natin kung bakit tayo mag-i-invest kay Mint. Okay? Ito yun siya. Basahin ko lang rin sa inyo. Why consider Mint? Mint IPO offers exposure to a large-scale Philippine fintech platform with strong brand recognition, broad user adaptation, and growing ecosystem of payment, lending, savings, investment, insurance, and merchandise services. Okay, punta tayo sa key investment consideration include. Okay? Dito tayo sa market leadership and scale. GCash had 40.4 million monthly active users, MAU, as of March 2026, about 4 times the active users of its closest competitor, according to Frost and Sullivan. Deep ecosystem and network advantage. As of March 31, 2026, the GCash ecosystem connected users to over 1.3 million GCash cash in and cash out touchpoint, 2.1 million QR Philippines merchant, over 3,000 billers and government partners, and global merchant acceptance through GCash and international payment channels. Strong transaction activity. Mint recorded 17.0 trillion in payment solutions gross transaction value in 2025 and 4.7 trillion in payment solution GTV for the first quarter of the 2026, indicating significant across the platform. Profitable growth profile. Mint's adjusted revenue increased from 33.6 billion in 2023 to 79.7 billion in 2025, while net income grew from 6.4 billion in 2023 to 17.2 billion in 2025. For first quarter 2026, net income was 6.4 billion, 23.9 year-on-year. Okay. Punta tayo ngayon sa expansion opportunities. Okay. The company growth strategy includes expanding everyday financial use cases, scaling credit tech and wealth tech, serving nano, micro, small, medium enterprises, expanding cross-border services for overseas Filipino and tourists, and investing in AI-enabled technology and fraud prevention. Ngayon guys, pupunta tayo sa proceeds. Ito yung proceeds na, bawa, kapag nakuha nilang pera, kung saan nila gagamitin ang pera makukuha nila. Okay? Ito tayo, basahin natin tuloy-tuloy tayo. Proceeds, use of proceeds. The Mint IPO includes both primary shares and secondary shares. This distinction is important. Primary shares are new shares issued by Mint. Proceeds from these shares go to the company and may be used to fund growth. Secondary shares are existing shares sold by the current shareholders. Proceeds from these shares go to the selling shareholders to not to mint. O yun. So yung mga original na shareholder ng mint ay magka-cash out na siya. Ibig sabihin, yung mga unang taong shareholders ng mint ay magka-cash out at yun, magkukuhaan sila. Yung puhunan nila, tatanggalin na nila, magkukwit na sila sa ano nila, sa share nila. Kaya magka-IPO to, kukunin nila yung pera nila. So, sa ibang banda, may pangit na indication kasi magka-cash out sila. Di ba? Pero ang GCash naman ay permanente na diyan, established na yan siya. So, titingnan natin ang susunod na kabanata. Okay? So, tuloy po tayo sa binabasa po natin. The Philippines, the 14.95 billion in net profits will be used for credit tech growth, includes digital lending product such as G-Loan, G-Gives, G-Credit, and other loans offering within the GCash ecosystem. Products development including new and improved services across its platform. Strategic GCash revenues gives the company additional balance sheet flexibility to respond to business opportunities, regulatory requirements, competitiveness, development, or market changes, other general corporate purposes. Ngayon, punta naman tayo sa risk. Yung risk ng pagka ikaw ay nag-invest kay GCash. Okay? Ito, pinag-uusapan natin yung investment pa lang. Wala pa tayo sa trading plan po natin. Susunod po nito, maglalagay tayo ng trading plan. Okay? Papakita ko po sa inyo paano po tayo gagawa ng trading plan. Susunod na nito. Okay? So, tuloy po natin yung binabasa po natin. Risk to know before investing. Before making an investment decision, prospective investors should carefully consider the risks associated with an investment. Investing in mint involves the following risks. Regulatory risk. Mint operates in highly regulated business such as money, lending, payment, consumer protection, anti-money laundering, and data privacy. If regulators change the rule, Mint may need to adjust its products, fees, lending practices, or operation, which could potentially reduce revenues or increase costs. Credit and lending risk. Credit tech offers digital loans, many of which are unsecured. If more borrowers fail to repay their loans, Mint may lose money or need to set aside more funds for bad loans. Cybersecurity and data privacy risk. GCash, because GCash is widely used, it can be a target for cyber criminals. A major security incident could hurt customer trust, lead to penalties, and damage the brand. Technology and system reliability risk. If the application or payment system go down, users and merchant may not be able to transact. This could affect revenue and customer confidence. Competition risk. Even though GCash is the market leader, consumer and merchant can still switch to the other platforms if they find better pricing, rewards, and services elsewhere. Market share price risk. The IPO does not guarantee that the stock will trade higher after listing. Investor could lose money if the money price falls. Dividend risk. Investors should not assume they will receive regular dividend. The company may choose to reinvest profit instead. So, ito pala, no? Ang IPO na ito ay masyadong delikado talaga ito. Para malaman po ninyo, ang trading po ay wala pa po tayong trading plan dyan. Kaya po pag-aaralan po natin yan. Ang problema nga lang po dyan, wala po tayong chart na pag-aaralan. So, sigurado mahirap po yan siya. Pero, dadaanin na lang po natin sa risk management. So, anong category po ba ang gagamitin natin? Mamaya pag-aaralan natin yan. Okay. Tapos, itong si Kuan pala, si GCash, malabo pala ito maging category para sa bilang isang dividend company. So, para sa akin, cross out na ito kung dividend player ako. Okay? Cross out na ito, hindi ako bibili nito hanggat hindi siya magbibigay ng dividend. Okay? So, pero sa fundamentals naman, simula 2023, umangat naman ng napakalaki, exponential yung paglaki ng profit nila. So, buhay naman yung kumpanya. Mababasa natin sa fundamentals kanina. Dumaan na tayo doon kanina. So, natin. Dito tayo sa susunod na parte ng magandang susunod. Dito tayo ngayon sa terms. Offer terms. Item summary. Okay. User Mint Incorporated, formerly Globe Fintech Innovation Incorporated. PSE ticker GCash. Offer size. Okay, kayo na bahala bumasa, masyadong mahaba yan. So, ilan ba to? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, 8 billion plus ang share niya. So, composed of primary, secondary shares, 8 billion plus. Okay. Primary shares up to 1, 2, 3, okay. 1 billion. Okay. Plus, new common shares to be issued by Mint. Secondary shares, 6 billion. Plus. Okay. So, kayo na lang po magbasa pag kasi masyado na mahaba itong natin. Ito. 1, 2, 3. Ito, 1 million over allotment. Tapos, ito ang pinakamaganda. Indicative offer price. Ang offer price niya ay 10 pesos per share. Okay? Retail trading, 30% of firm shares consisting of 20% for PSE trading participants and 10% for local small investors. Okay, 10% lang ang ibibigay sa ating mga normal investors. Ibig sabihin mga retail traders na maliliit lang. O 10% lang. Okay? Tapos dun sa institutional allocation, 70% of firm shares of institutional investors including offshore investors, QIBs, and local qualified buyers. Estimated gross proceed from firm shares up to approximately 80.3 billion. Kaya, estimated net proceeds from primary shares up to approximately 14.9 billion. Indicative timetable pricing September 28, 2026. Offer period October 5, to October 9, 2026. Listing date October 19, 2029. Okay. Domestic lead BDO Capital Investment Corporation. Underwrite joint bookrunner BPI Capital Corporation. Ito. BDO Capital and BPI Capital Corporation ang magkasosyo sa IPO nito. Ang bookrunner nila. Okay? Itong dalawa ang bookrunner. So, ito guys. Bibili ba kayo? So, pag-aralan natin yan ngayon. Okay? Sa susunod, stay tuned lang kayo. Hello guys, punta tayo ngayon sa trading plan po natin. Okay? Para sa akin, 5% lang po ang kaya kong ipatalo sa trading plan po natin. Okay, 5% lang. Bali, bibili po ako ng GCash sa portfolio ko. Bali, 20 mil lang po ang halaga na ilalagay ko. Hindi po ako maglalagay ng 100k sa kay GCash. So, 20,000 lang ang kaya kong ilagay sa kanya kasi wala pa. IPO pa lang yan eh. Hindi naman natin pa nakikita yung tunay na graph niyan. Wala pang moving average yan. Hindi mo pa magagamitan ng MACD. Hindi mo pa magagamitan ng relative strength index. Wala pa yan talaga, kaya price action lang yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, sa akin 5% lang kaya natin patalo dyan. Okay, kung sakali mang magkaroon ng pagbabago sa presyo, sa price action, saka tayo uli papasok. Okay? So, kung sakaling pagkalipas ng 5 minuto, umabot siya ng 5%, negative tayo ng 5%, puputulin natin yung trade natin. So, manually trade ang ginagamit ko sa kay BDO Securities ang gamit ko. Manually trade ang ginagawa ko, manually cut off. So, tinitingnan ko yan sa portfolio ko. Kailangan lang mabilis lang yung kamay mo, yung daliri mo pa sa pagpindot at pagkuha ng pag-type. Kasi pagka masyado malaki yung magiging loss ng portfolio mo. Okay, 5% lang at loss ka na, hindi aalis ka na. Kung sakali man mag-reverse yung presyo, ang target price ko lang ay 40%. Hindi na ako magkukuhan pa ng mas mataas pa doon. Kung sakaling umangat pa siya, bukas na lang uli ako. Hindi na ako magkukuhan pa uli. Ganun lang sa akin. So kung sakali man na ang presyo ay mag-reverse, maghihintay ako ng another 5 minutes. Kasi every 5 minutes man yung natin, hindi dito sa gain plan natin, sa trading plan natin. So pagka nakakita tayo ng 5 minute candle na green, so papasok tayo uli. Papasok tayo para makabawi tayo sa loss natin. Okay, hindi na natin lubalagdagan yung pera natin, hanggang 20 mil lang yung pera natin. Hindi na, okay na yun siya. Okay na yung buying power na yun. So sakaling tataas man siya, na lang to, trailing stop na lang tayo. Okay? Kasi ang nangyari sa akin nung sa Manila Water, ganun, kumita ako ng nun, 40% o 30%, mga ganyan. Nung nag-trade ako nun sa listing date. Kasi bumili ako kay Manila Water Ganun yung nangyari doon Bumaba tapos umangat rin Pagkalipas ng mga 15 minutes o 10 minutes, nakabawi rin naman siya Yun lang rin siya. Pero nung una nakakatlos ako, nakapasok ako ulit pagkatapos ng green candle na isang piraso. Sakto lang yun, mabilis lang rin yun siya. Nung umangat yung mga presyo, umabot ng 8%, 2%, mga 2%, so hanggang 10%, nag-trading kuan na lang ako. Nag-trading na lang ako. Trail stop na lang ako Bali, 2% lang ang kailangan nating trail stop. Okay? Pagka bumaba ang presyo uli ng 2%, okay, laalis na tayo. Pero ang natin ay 30% to 40% ang natin, ang target. Kung sakaling magtaas-taas pa siya ang todo-todo. Okay? Sa nga pala, kung sakaling gusto niyo yung mga ganito na mga video, comment down below. Kung sakaling meron kayong stocks na kailangan nating gawing example para technical analysis, itap nyo po dyan sa baba po sa comment section. So paki-subscribe po itong video na ito, share nyo rin po, comment down below all your thoughts. Maraming salamat po sa pagpapanood po. Hanggang sa muli po. Bye bye.